Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. I've got all the dogs. There's Midnight, Blondie, Velocity, Preacher, Cashmere. And then I've got the two little ones in the kennel space over here. So my daughter has not really been on point with the letting the dogs out like most kids. And so they've taken a couple steps back in potty training. And so for anyone who's had to deal with that, it's really common. Kids just, they don't. And so when I've been upstairs working, she's been down here and just kind of letting them do what they want. So in order to kind of reset back to going outside to go to the bathroom, I've had to start back from the basics, and that means kenneling them until they wake up, and then they go outside to go to the bathroom. When they go to the bathroom, they come back inside, they play while supervised, and then when they're done, when they start sniffing around, we take them back outside to go to the bathroom. And then when they want to settle down, we take them and they go into the kennel to go to sleep until we do it over again. And that way they start to learn you don't go to the bathroom in the house. Big deal. So that's how I handle that. So Cashmere is absolutely gigantic right now. Let's see if you can see here. She's quite large. She's, you don't appreciate me saying that, do you, Cashmere? She's like, nope, I don't. Calling me fat. No, thank you. You're a good girl, Cashmere. So I'm getting her puppy x-ray done. Oh gosh, I want to say either Wednesday or Thursday. So tomorrow or Thursday, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my calendar. I can't remember what day I put it on, but she'll get an x-ray. We just want to see how many puppies are in there. That way, when she's done, we know she's done, and we're not worried that there's any stuck in there. So she's as big or bigger than she was last time, and last time she had 12 puppies. So I'm assuming she's either going to have that or more. We'll see. See, other than that, Velocity is doing much better. She had injured her wrist the other day at the dog park, but she's made a full recovery. It really wasn't bad. It didn't swell up or anything like that. She kind of hit it on a bench as she was running. And so I did 2 days of kennel rest to make sure that she didn't upset it or agitate it at all or make it worse than it would have been. And so like I said, she's been doing good. I still haven't taken her out. I'm not going to run her on it or anything like that for a while, just to be sure. Because you just never know. These dogs, they go real hard. They run, they go crazy. So you really need to, especially her. So you really want to make sure that they're in their best shape. Hey, pretty girl. Are you a pretty girl? Are you a pretty girl, Cashmere? Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty girl? She's like, yes, I am. You're a good girl. Who's a good girl? Yes, you are. Oh, my sugar. You're a sugar dog. You're a sugar. Yes, mommy loves you. Oh, the big fat girl. Oh, Preacher, really? Yeah, he got jealous. Who got jealous? Oh, look at her trying to get jealous. Look at her trying to bite my hand. Why you gonna bite my hand? Not really. She's just messing around. You're the pretty boy. You see the love in those eyes? No, because you keep messing us up. Because you keep messing us up. She's like, give me my love. Don't you let him take my love. Anyway, they're funny. So, yeah, everybody's been doing good. We've had a lot of rain here. Look at him. Look at him leaning on me. You're a good boy, Preacher. I love you. Mama loves you. Yeah, we've had a lot of storms and a lot of rain. So, we've just been trying to hang in there with that. And the dogs really haven't been able to go out too much, but, you know, it's just part of it, unfortunately. luckily these guys are not super, oh God, preacher, you just knocked me. Luckily they're not super high energy, so they're the kind of dogs that, you know, if it's raining or whatever, they'll literally just sleep all day. They don't care. So it's pretty cool. Preacher, if you don't quit leaning on me, you and I are gonna have a problem. You're knocking me over. I'm a pretty girl midnight. Are you a pretty girl? Are you a pretty girl? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're just shoulders. So, yes, I see you, preacher. I see you. He's like, no, pet me. I'm the man. So let me think. I say way too much. I'm sorry. There we go again. I guess that's it. I can't really think of anything else. You know, that's all we've got going on. So I didn't have an opportunity. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have something else going on. I forgot to tell you guys about this. I am getting miniature cows. Not going to do a horse. Dude, if you don't get out of my face. I'm doing miniature cows instead of a horse. You know, I really don't have the time for a horse, unfortunately. As much as I would love to have one, these dogs just take up way too much of my time, so it's not really possible. But miniature cows are awesome. They're just like regular cows, but miniature. And my dogs will get to herd them around and get to be real, genuine working dogs. That'll be cool. Not that I don't think they already are, because I take them out on hikes and we work together that way. Preacher will actually carry a backpack and they do their part. So anyway, so that'll be really cool. I'm looking into possibly getting some low lines, I believe they're called. Anyway, and maybe even, I don't know, maybe this is like a crazy thing, but we're thinking about Wagyu. They're like regular, but we're thinking, what if we like miniaturize them, right? What if we started breeding Wagyu with low line cattle and we got like a miniaturized Wagyu? That would be super cool. So I don't know. We're always thinking about stuff like that. So that's the cool thing about breeding, is you get to possibly come up with new cool things. So anyway, so if you don't know what Wagyu is, it's like a really, really awesome marbled beef. I believe that Kobe, and somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong, feel free, that Kobe is the best form of Wagyu. So I think it all starts off as Wagyu, and then as it gets graded, then some of it is graded as Kobe. So, like I said, totally correct me if I'm wrong. I can totally be wrong on that. I've watched a couple little documentaries on it on Netflix, so I am by no means an expert, but I thought it would be pretty cool. So, miniaturizing something for, I mean, I will say, don't get attached, y'all, because, this is for eating. So beef for the dogs and for us. So, so that's something to keep in mind. I wanted to do, what are those, Highland cattle? But I don't think that they'll work here because it's just like so hot and humid here. And I don't think they work well for that. So I don't think that's something. Don't you, mister, how dare you? That's dog food. How dare you? Did I just see you do did I see that, preacher? Did you just try to get into the dog food? Seriously? Preacher, did you? Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, so that's really cool. I'm excited about that. A lot of people spoke out and were like, hey, you probably don't have enough time for a horse. And the truth is, I don't, and I appreciate that kind of stuff. It's, every now and then we need somebody to reach out and say, hey, you're not thinking right. So, and I've got my dogs, like, I will maybe take some horseback riding lessons if I want to ride a horse. But at this point, I really don't have the time for a horse to dedicate. It would really disrupt my ability to work with the dogs. So what I am going to start doing, I have somebody I met recently that I would even consider a friend, even though I haven't known her very long. She seems to be a really cool girl, a lot like myself. And she convinced me that I should just, for the fun of it, just show Preacher and see what happens, And so it would be really cool. It would be something to do. And it would be a way for me to kind of do my part to try to bring dogs that I personally think are, a good example of the breed to the shows. And, it's one thing to sit on the sidelines and say, hey, all those dogs are, not a good example of the breed, yada, yada. It's another one to actually say, that's not what I think, but here's my example, right? This is what I think. And Preacher is by no means my example. I did not breed him. I've trained him, I've raised him, but I cannot take responsibility for his makeup. But I would like to take responsibility for getting him out there and seeing if he can be a good representative for his breed, Like I said, it's one thing to sit there and point fingers and say, hey, you guys aren't doing it right. But, it takes another one to step out and say, I don't agree with that, but this is what I think. And here's the dog that I think is a good example. And then to continue to breed on that, like with Midnight there, she's a really great example, and I can take credit for her. And in my opinion, she's everything that her father is, as time will tell. I know she doesn't get near as much attention as Blondie, but I really do think that she's going to be the one to watch. So I guess that's it on that. And there's Preacher Boy. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's about all that's going on. Oh, and I should say that the cattle idea is not my idea. It was totally Samantha's idea. She was talking about them, and I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. I want to do that too. So she'll probably be doing it. So if you see her doing it, don't think that she got the idea from me. I actually got the idea from her. So anyway, she's got a lot more land than I do, though, so she's going to have a lot more fun doing it. But hope you guys are having a really good week. And sorry we couldn't put any content. Preacher, really, you're knocking my hand around. Sorry we couldn't put any content out yesterday. It was just crazy. I had just a crazy Monday, so I didn't have the time, unfortunately. But hopefully we made up for it today with our little video and update on everything that's going on. Not sure if I've mentioned it before, but or if I said it earlier, but Kashmir is due on the 19th. So I will do my best to take as much video and even possibly live stream that for you guys. I make no guarantees, as I am new to this whole thing and I'm not quite sure how to do all that, but it would be pretty awesome. So, right, Kashmir? Right. And I should say, don't watch it if you're squeamish. It's not for delicate stomachs, okay? So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, pretty girl. Did you bye?